Hey guys, Shot down here for a top 13 Six Flags coasters video. I was inspired by Canada Coast fans / Squadron Media to do this, and it's one coaster from each park, so don't get baffled by Nitro or Kinda not being on here. I choose like the single best coaster from each of the 13 Six Flags parks, then like count down from least to greatest. So we're gonna start with the best coaster at I'm not ranking the parks in order. I'm just ranking the coasters, which I think is better than the other. So, first one is, number 13 is Comet from Great Escape. Now, Great Escape is not really known for having anything too great. I mean, they got a, call boomerang out, but you can find those everywhere. This is the best ride at the park, and, I'm hearing this actually tolerably smooth. I mean, it's not, like, perfect, but it's, not bad for the age, and I'm hearing that the airtime is pretty good. However, Great Escape has been known for being one of the most neglected Six Flags parks for a long time, and they haven't gotten a roller coaster in years. And quite honestly, I don't think they're going to go in again. I mean, they'll pop me like a relocated SLC, but that might be it. Which, it's a terrible ride anyway. But yeah, Comet is good for the park that it's at, but compared to some of the other coasters on here, yeah, it kind of falls a little flat. But not bad for the size, though. And number 12 is Mr. Freeze Reverse Flash from, I think. Number 12 is Superman from Six Flags America. Now, this is one of those, I think it's underrated, but at the same time, I can see how people aren't big fans of it. Those straight sections kind of ruin it, but I'm hearing they're actually kind of intense, and I think the virtual reality ruins this completely. 10 minutes to dispatch one freaking train. Really, Six Flags, you should stop the virtual reality. It's gonna, or just like get your act all up already. I mean, God. But I'm hearing that this is easily not one of the top 10 instruments out there, and I can completely see why. I'm hearing the airtime does kind of make up for the kind of weird layout, but yeah. This is the best coaster of Six Flags America, but compared to some of the ones on here, it's kind of not that great. Number 11 is Goliath from LeBron. This is kind of like Superman Rascal, but it has a better layout because they're on race straight sections. But it's kind of like the same deal where, like, compared to some of the other stuff on here, it's not that great. I'm hearing that it doesn't have all that much airtime. I mean, you do get some here and there. You get like pops, but not like a big amount. And it's not even that tall for Hypercoaster anyway. I think Laurent has a height limit or something. But, yeah, they're also known for not being one of the best Six Flags parks. They're like down there with Great Escape is almost neglected, but this is good enough for the park, but it's not like anything super great compared to some of the other stuff on here. And now we're getting to some of the better ones. Mr. Freeze Reverse Flash from Six Flags Newest. One more Texas down here is that the new Texas Giant Superior ride, but this is fun with the backwards launch and the only coaster in the world to feature an inverted top hat. Rest in peace, Batman and Robin the Chiller. And also the vertical drop is fun. You don't see very many of those on coasters. I mean, you see those on dive coasters, but there's only like 5 in existence right now, I think, and there might be a few more, but not very many. So yeah, the backwards launch technique. The only only other coaster in the world I think to feature that is Superman's Game for Dumb, Six Flags Magic Mountain, but the difference between that launch that's like 100 something miles an hour, it's like 70. But yeah, and also like how it has the lap bar, so you actually like you feel a lot of hang time. If this had a shoulder trains, it would not be anywhere near to go. It'd probably be like below Superman and Goliath if it had those. But yeah. And so this is it's a fun ride and definitely the best non-RMC inverting coaster on this list. And then number 9 is Goliath from Six Flags Lord Jordan. This is what I was really debating, putting this or the next one on here. But I decided this is slightly below it actually for RMCs over B&M Hypers. For the most part, not like I prefer them over stuff like Nitro and this, but I prefer more stuff like Intimidator or Goliath, unless possibly like Lightning Rod or something like that. But this I'm actually hearing has got good airtime and it looks underrated. But is it the best? It's the best overboard easily, and it's one of the best. I'm hearing it's one of the best dual coasters in the world. I do think this is overrated and underrated, if you know what I mean, like a mixed bag of both. But yeah, the drop is pretty fun. You get good airtime, but it's not the best. Actually, I think it is the best non-intimate hyper in the Six Flags chain. I think Nitro is actually running a bit sluggish this year, like towards the front mainly. The back you get good airtime though. Although it's got a little bit of rattle. Number 8, or is this 8? I've lost count. Crap. This is 9. Number 9, Joker from Scary Kingdom. Yes, this may be the weakest RMC of the Six Flags chain, but it's an RMC. It's an amazing ride, and it didn't like look as impressive as you would hope from an RMC, but that's not a bad thing at all. The drop, I actually prefer the straight down drops over those kind of drops and the spiral drops. But I'm hearing this actually quite intense, and you get some good hang time here and there. But yeah, easily the best coaster in Discovery Kingdom. But like for the park having a height limit, this is pretty good. But yeah, the weakest RMC in the Six Flags chain, but it's an RMC. It's still a really good ride. Number, losing track again, 13, 12, 11, 10, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. That was number 8, actually. I screwed that up. Number 7 is in the New Texas Giant. People always debate whether they like this or Iron Rattler more. I'm going to get against Iron Rattler. We'll explain why in a moment. But I think the best RMC in the class chain is, Deuce Steel Coast Shallow. I don't think it's overrated. But, anyway, yeah, this is, this was like the first RMC in the Six Flags chain. El Toro does not count as an RMC to me. Some people say it is, some people say it's not. I don't think it is at all. But, well, it's got the feel of, a one-end steel, which is nice. But anyway, yeah, this is, almost as good as, the next one, not quite, but, the airtime is really, really good, and it's intense, and it's very smooth, actually. RMCs are supposed to be smooth. But, yeah, definitely better than the Old X Giant. That was actually pretty crappy, I heard. But, yeah, easily the best over Texas, and easily not the best RMC around, not even in the top 5 to me. I'll make another video on that later. Or not later, but, like, soon. But, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be in the top 5 to be a good ride. Number 6 is, actually, I feel like switching 5 and 4. Number 6 is Iron Rattler from Six Flags BS Texas. Better than Twisted Colossus because of the quarry wall and the inversion. And I would say better because of stats, but then again, I would kind of be like biased, I guess you could say, because stats normally, because I always say on my channel that stats mean nothing. I mean, a coaster like King the Cock have impressive stats, but be not so amazing ride. But yeah, this is almost smoother than Texas Giant, and the inversion's really, really fun actually. And how it goes across the quarry wall is amazing. That's just a sick feeling. And great airtime. I mean, this is just mainly gets the edge because it goes over the quarry wall. Number 5, Medusa Steel Coaster from Six Flags Mexico. This is a little overrated. I don't really think it's the best RMC in the Six Flags chain. We'll get to what I think is briefly. But, yeah, this is, still a pretty damn good ride. Like, the spiral drop is pretty fun, but honestly, I thought they should have done, like, a straight down drop. But the spiral is unique. The spiral is cool. I'll definitely say that. But, yeah, this is, they packed in a lot for a small size. It's like 95 feet tall, I think. No, like 50 something miles an hour, I don't even know. The speed, maybe it's like 58 miles an hour or something like that. Please tell me in the comments if you do know. But, very good for a small size, and, yeah, it's pretty intense for the most part. All the RMCs really are intense on this countdown. But yeah. And I think this is the first time I've seen a feature a double corkscrew. You can count me on that, but yeah, I think it is. And so but I don't really like the name Medusa Steel Coaster. He could have done like Iron Medusa or something. That actually sounds a lot cooler. But yeah, Medusa Steel Coaster is still pretty solid. Number 4, Goliath from Six Flags Great America. Now, this is what people always debate: this or Medusa. I originally thought Medusa. I rethought about it, and I decided Goliath is much better. A much better drop to me, and like I said, I love the straight down drops a lot more into the spirals. And the 0G stall, you feel like you're hanging forever. The airtime is amazing, very fast paced, intense, and it's just an amazing ride. Definitely the king of Six Flags RMCs. Better than Twisted Colossus and Wicked Cyclone combined to me. Number 3. Superman from Six Flags New England. Now, while I think the name Superman the ride is stupid, this is a pretty amazing ride. Not as good as number 2 or 1. I think the virtual reality kind of ruins this, to be honest, and much better than the Superman Six Flags America. And that was a big step up from that. And that this is smooth and I love how it's got the mist through the tunnel and such, and then like you're so much time feels like you're flying, kind of like number 1. Well, you guys probably know what that is, because X2 does not have airtime. But yeah, very smooth, great airtime, intense, and it's pretty well themed for Six Flags. I mean, this theming is not Disney theming. Don't go that far, but for Six Flags' theming is pretty good, and I do actually, and yeah, easily the 3rd best coaster by Six Flags. Number 2, this is really got Star Wars argument. I put X2 over Superman, because here's why: uniqueness, and I actually think this is better than Fury because of that. And Millennium Force, I actually think this ride is better than both of them, not by much, only by a margin, but it's better. It's because it is so intense how you flip down that drop, and then like, shut up, dog. And like you like flip through the whole course. It's insane, and I feel it feels weird putting an arrow above an RMC. Trust me, but this is easily the best aero coaster in existence. I don't think it gets much better than this. It's just yeah, no doubt the best of Magic Mountain, and easily one of the best ever built. Period. And number 1. El Toro, how did anyone not see this coming? Easily the best at the park. It's much better than Kingdom Come. Then we're Solar Restraints, thank you very much. Better than Nitro because of better airtime. Phenomenal drop. The best drop I've ever been on. Great airtime. It does have the intimate shakiness around the bank turns, but big deal. Yeah, the cable lift is amazing. The drop. Oh my god, that drop's amazing. This is a really intense rush and just the best coaster best coaster at any Six Flags Park, period, and just the best, to me, well, the best or one of the best in the world. I think this is actually better than X2. But, yeah, El Toro easily makes number 1. Stack Shot Down signing off.